Okay. Cindy, let's clap, man. We are early today. Good morning, guys. It is a Motivational Monday, February the 5th, 2024. 44 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ, the Queen Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat rooms wide open. You can call in. The number is 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all social media platforms. Thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate y'all. This is where you get your morning love. You already know that, but most importantly, it's the only place in the universe on earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen SennyJ, good morning. God bless, looking well. And how are you, young lady? How are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Motivational Monday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know everything that is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We also are going to have front page news with SennyJ, where I will catch you up what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Of course, you want to stick around for that. Why? Because we've been saying it since last year at the end of the year, moving into this year of 2024. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko is 100% committed to this movement. So please, if you don't mind, we need your help before we start this Motivational Monday. Please, if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe, and follow your favorite uncle and your beautiful niece over there. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Boom. Now let's start off. Cindy, before you get into, I know you got an action-packed show. That's why we started a little bit early today. I want to say this. I want to give a special shout out to our beloved chat room member, Kathy Garrison. Let's clap for Kathy.
Woo! Go, Kathy. Go, Kathy. Go. Go, Kathy. Go, Kathy. Go.
And why I say that? Because Kathy, God bless her, is a woman who supported this show throughout the years, who I met in Lancaster, Pennsylvania at a comedy show. I didn't know this person from nowhere. She saw me perform and started following the kid, which most people do. And thank you. I appreciate you, which segued into her landing onto the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team platform. Like my mother say, thank God for Jesus for the connection of the internet and social media. And Kathy Garrison throughout the years have been a SennyJ supporting the movement.
Yes.
Not only supporting the movement, but she's a good person, SennyJ. If you know Kathy, you know what it is, man. She's swagged out, Senny. She's very urban, and I talked about that at the show the other day, which was funny. But on top of that, she's a great person, and Kathy Garrison has a following. And I shared that with Kathy. I said, you know, you got a following. I want you to produce a comedy show where you live. And I thought that she thought that it was, you know, yeah, it was a great idea. And she wanted to do it. And I said, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to put it together. She put it together. She listened to me, thank God. I listened to her. We worked together. And what happened Saturday that just passed, she did her first comedy show where she promoted and she produced. SennyJ was there, Miss Miko was there, and a few others. And it was a total success. So let's clap for Kathy.
Yes, Kathy, that was such a great show.
Now, but there's a bigger point to it, SennyJ. God bless. SennyJ, matter of fact, I forgot. Senny, you look good over there. The skin's looking good. Well, what you doing over there, Senny, before I get back into the Kathy? Why is just for wait a minute, the ADHD's kicking in. For a woman that skin is so clear that's not getting any penis, Senny, how are you doing that? Usually women that got clear skin gets a lot of penis. How are you achieving this?
No, that's why my skin is clear, because I'm not getting any penis over here. Okay.
Well, let's clap for that.
And that's time to rest and rejuvenate.
Cindy, Lord knows you need an emergency penis ASAP. Now,
I hate you.
you need to go on emergencypenis.com and get you something. Now, everybody clap for SennyJ. She hasn't had no penis in a minute.
Oh, please don't clap for me.
And I share this about Kathy Garrison, not only with Kathy Garrison, but just the whole scenario. This is a woman who doesn't do things in malice. This is a woman that's not hanging on and trying to crab in the barrel or trying to get what she can get from Harvey or do these events in a negative way. Kathy, by the grace of God, is a woman that is drawn to the love of the community and vice versa. And that's what we saw on Saturday night in real time. People who knew her, people who didn't know her, the town came out and they showed the love because the person that she is. That's the only reason why that worked. And then we came with the funny, we did the show and it was great. But what I'm saying is this, and this is my driving point. A lot of people do things in malice. It never works. It never works. When you do it in love and you do it sincerely from your heart, you will always win. So I want to say to the people out there, not only Kathy Garrison, just everyone is in our listening ear, if you're doing it for the love and you're doing it for the community, and you're doing it to help other people, the money gonna come and you will get blessed. And now Kathy Garrison is off and running with her own comedy show in the Reading, Pennsylvania area. One more time, Cindy, let's clap for her. One more time.
Yes, Kathy, go ahead, girl. Get them people in there, girl.
So Kathy, it's time to get to work. And then Kathy was like sitting next to me, SennyJ. I'm selling merch. She's sitting by the door and she's like, oh my God, these people came out and she was talking about the issues and the seats and nobody could sit down. She didn't know how many people come. So she had that little anxiety that was going on in the moment. And I said to Kathy Garrison, welcome to my world, because this is how I feel every single day.
Yeah, Kathy was hustling them chairs, baby. She had to get me a chair, but it was okay. I was like, Kathy, I am good. She was like, no, I got a chair for you. Hold on. She was kicking people out of seats for us. I was like, okay.
Right. Kathy's because everybody know, if you know this show, you know SennyJ. Cindy has her master's degree in complaining. So Cindy is Queen Yelp. Okay. Cindy fingers will type you to death and oblivion. Cindy will break your heart with her fingers. Cindy will get in arguments all day to prove that point, sir. So when Kathy said Cindy and Miko's coming, I was like, they're not coming. Don't forget about it. Don't worry about them. Let's get this money. And lo and behold, I saw the beloveds, as they were saying in New Jersey, walk into the room.
Yes, and she did have a little sign. She had a little sign that had Miko's name on it for the table. So she was on it. She knew we were coming. So she got it together. I would never write a bad review about anybody I know.
Cindy's right. She would never write a bad review on anybody that she know, but she would definitely share it to me. Don't worry about that. And me as a good friend, because Cindy, I consider Cindy like an older daughter. I would never drop a dime on my beloved, as they sing in New Jersey. And Kathy Garrison, and then we'll move on, Cindy. Everybody show Kathy Garrison. She's in the chat room. Show us some love. And Cindy, let me tell you something. She introduced me to her family. Her family's good peoples. She introduced me to her daughter and her nieces and all these beautiful people. There's a lot of beautiful people in Kathy Garrison's family. So shout out to those folks and shout out to the folks that came out, and we'll see you in April. SennyJ, I yield my time. I yield my time. I yield all my time.
Yeah, well, thank you for that.
No, wait. No, I got to yield back my time.
Okay.
So now the show's over. Selling merch, we're having a good time. The owner, everybody's having a good time. The service was slow. Service was slow. Kathy, I said, Kathy, don't worry about it. Welcome. This is what we do. You have that conversation with them, so we can fix that, because that's happened to me. I understand that. You tell them, the ownership, listen, I got these many people coming. They got, we'll be all right. We got the staff, and then they overwhelmed. So that's just the conversation, and that's an easy fix. Don't worry about. There's no worries about that. So Kathy Garrison, a few of us, by the door, I'm working, I'm doing my thing. She's doing hers. Everybody, Miss Miko and her crew, Regina and her crew, they walked out and left. And then, like 10 minutes later, SennyJ and the world famous Miss Miko, they left. To fend for myself.
You were working.
So I'm working, right? I'm hustling. Now I'm done. I look at Kathy. We hug. I'm out. I gotta go. Cindy, Kathy, with Kathy's the restaurant where she had the show, and from where I live is 1 hour and 5 minutes away, CJ.
Right.
Cindy, I get on the highway. I get over here in the Allentown area on Route 22. It's sort of like the Cross Bronx Expressway in the hood. Cindy, there was an accident on the highway, Cindy J. I approached the 15th Street exit at 9:45 p.m. on Saturday night, Cindy. And guess what happened? There was a major car accident, and I sat on Route 22 from 9:45 p.m. to 12:15 a.m., Cindy J.
What?
2 hours and 20-something minutes. I sat in the Allentown area in traffic. The traffic was at a standstill. You ever been in a traffic jam where you start seeing people walking out of their cars and walking and on the shoulder and talking to each other and taking shits and peeing and all that? That's what was going on.
Yeah, that happened to me on the, what is that called? What's that, like, highway when you're going into New York and like the water's right there? The water's going, is it the West Side Highway?
It could be the FDR Drive. It could be the West Side Highway. I don't know. Oh, is it by the George Washington Bridge?
Yeah.
It's the West Side Highway, CJ.
Yeah. One night, me and my friends were stuck on there, like stand still. We couldn't go anywhere. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And we actually fell asleep waiting. And it wasn't until the police had to knock on our window because we fell asleep. And what they were doing was everybody was like, so we were going, let's say, I don't know, like east. Anybody who was on there and backed up traffic, from the back, they were turning people around. So we had to like make a U-turn and go the opposite direction on the highway in order for everybody to get off. It was crazy. That happened like, I don't know, over 10 years ago, but it was wild.
So you on the highway going, let's just say westbound.
Right.
The traffic stop, you're done. You fall asleep.
Right.
The police come and they tell you to make a U-turn on the westbound to go eastbound.
Right. They were so everybody that was behind us, they must have cleared out everybody behind us. Because when we woke up, like, to realize what was going on, and he was like, turn around, we looked behind us and there was nobody behind us. That's how long we were asleep. So basically, yeah, they were just turning everybody around from the back, and we drove in the opposite way on the highway, and got us off at the exit, at one of the exits. It was crazy.
That's amazing. And that happened to me. Well, not that dramatic on Saturday night. Cindy, I was on my way home and I had a quarter tank of gas in my car. It wasn't like I was going to a job. Like, God forbid, I was going to this comedy show. I would have never made this event, right? So I was okay with that. But Cindy, I didn't eat. And Kathy said to me, Shawn, do you want something to eat before you leave? I said, no, I'm good. I'm going to just go home. I'm good. I had a bottle of water and 1 banana. And that was dinner. That I had dinner on Highway 22 in Pennsylvania. And Cindy, I fell asleep.
Oh my, yeah, that
I fell
happened.
asleep. I was like, what am I gonna do? I fell asleep. The car was running. I fell asleep, Cindy. And all of a sudden, of course, this dude beeps his horn. I wake up and I don't see nothing in front of me. Put the car on drive and kept it pushing. So before we start the show, welcome. It's the only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? We truly appreciate you. Guys, please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to turn it over. I build off my time. We're going to turn it over to the one and only. Everybody start clapping in the chat room for the woman. For this woman
Clapping in the chat
whose
room.
skin is clear as hell and she hasn't had any penis in months or in the 2024 season. Please, everybody, a round of applause for the one and only, our beloved,
Wow.
SennyJ.
It didn't
Everybody
really
clap.
need all of that, but I really
Everybody clap.
appreciate it. And it must be this light. This light makes my skin look really good. It's not that clear. So I appreciate that. Well, if anybody didn't know, the Grammys were last night. Shawn, did you get to watch the Grammys at all? Was that
Yeah,
on
I
your
watched
radar?
some of it. I watched some of it. Yes, I did.
You watched some of it? I only have streaming services, so I don't have regular cable, so I couldn't watch it. Maybe it'll be on Hulu today. I can catch a glimpse, but I didn't watch it. There were some exciting events that happened on last night. One of the ones that is stand out is Jay-Z. Him and Beyonce made an appearance at the Grammys. You know, they haven't been at the Grammys for a few years now. However, Jay-Z did win the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. So he was there. So him, Beyonce, and Blue Ivy were there. He took his daughter Blue up onto the stage with him when he was accepting his award. And after he used his allotted time not to run through the highlights of his own career, but to point out the discrepancies in his wife's. Initially, he kept the tone of his speech light. He joked that after he took the stage with Blue Ivy, he joked he could use the latest trophy as a sippy cup for his daughter Blue, even though she's grown up now. He said she doesn't take any sippy cups. But after thanking his colleagues and contemporaries, he directed his speech toward the Grammys themselves, starting with his own nomination for the Best Rap Album in 1998. And he explained that year that DMX had dropped 2 albums and he wasn't nominated at all. So that's why he boycotted. He said, "I'm just saying we want the Grammys to get it right. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But some things, you know." He then looked over to Beyonce and he said, "I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work." Beyonce does have a total of 32 Grammys. However, not one of her Grammys is for Album of the Year. And, you know, there have even been some rumors that the Academy doesn't even want to give her any more Grammys because she's won the most. So that was going up. So, you know, people took to social media to say things about that. Of course, Taylor, you know, the most important award of the Grammys is Album of the Year. And I think Best New Artist, which went to Victoria Monet, which was really great. She had a really great year with her song. But I think Taylor Swift, this is her 4th time winning Album of the Year. She won for her current album, Midnights, which I don't know. I didn't really hear any songs off that album that I thought were that great, but she did tease that she has another album dropping this April that is coming out. So she's doing a lot of things. She hasn't won Album of the Year consecutively, but she's won, like, I think in 2010, 2016, you know, this year, and I forget the other year that she won. So Shout out to Taylor. Some people said Beyonce is a notable artist, so who cares that she won? Who cares that she's not that she didn't win for album of the year? But I think there is something to say. I think people have a love-hate relationship with Beyonce. I mean, definitely you can't deny her her performances, her work ethic, her songs that come out. I mean, absolutely. If she were to get a album award for any album, I feel like it's Lemonade, because I feel like Beyonce really did great work with that album. She basically told us the whole story of her marriage and how they came through it. I feel like it was a very spiritual album also in some sort of way for her. So definitely she should have won. But I guess we'll see what happens in the future. I think they only came to this one just because Jay-Z had won such a great award. This is the second time they've given out that award since they started it, I think, in 2022. So shout out to him for that.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I want to see the hearts in the chat room, guys. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, if you're not doing nothing this Saturday in the Bethlehem area, come on out to Game Time. Sports Bar and Grill, 1028 Broadway, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. We have our monthly comedy show. Our headliner is Peaches Rodriguez. He's hilarious. Our feature act is my man, comedian Big Red, hosted by your boy. You're not doing nothing? Come on out. Doors open up at 6, showtime 7. First of all, I'm going to give myself a round of applause because I watched a lot of the Grammys last night, and I'm from the Bronx, and I don't usually get down like that. I'm going to give myself a round of applause.
Shawn, it was probably Tanya that wanted to watch it, so please.
She didn't want to watch. She was in other rooms doing something. She was in the other room with what's a lot going on in there.
That's hilarious.
She was doing her wifely duties. A shout out to my wife. First of all, I'm gonna tell you this, everybody. What's this young lady name? Miley Cyrus. Am I saying that right? Cyrus? Miley?
Yeah. What are you gonna say about Miley Cyrus?
I'm gonna say this about her. That woman put on a live performance that I was definitely thoroughly entertained.
Really? I didn't see Miley perform. Let me see.
This woman, she had on this very thin kind of dress, like legs and ass showing, and the hair was all out. And Miley Cyrus is urbanized. This is a white woman that has some black in her. And remember, her father was a famous singer from back in the day. Remember her father?
Yeah, Billy Ray.
And let me tell you something. This woman, I can't remember what it was. One of the songs that was nominated for best song or whatever. And she got on.
She looks so cute.
She got on stage and she destroyed the room in front of Beyonce, in front of Taylor Swift, and all these other chicks. And she was like, she let these bitches know, yo, I'm not here to play. She put on like a Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Michael Jackson performance. Okay? That chick ripped right off the top. And also Trevor Noah, who was the host, he did a great job. He had the fly white beige blazer on when the show started. Then he ended up with an all black kind of suit with the vest, with the cummerbund. Fly. I'm not mad at him. And the chick, I didn't even know, the chick that sang the song Vampire, the white chick, I thought that was like a Instagram song. I didn't know that was the artist and she was singing it. That's another issue.
Vampire song.
Yeah, the vampire song. The girl, and then she performed the song. She had like blood on her face, or like red paint on her face.
Vampire song. I'm trying to figure it out.
Now, our beloved, oh my God, what's her name? They did a tribute to Tina Turner. Fantasia.
Oh yeah,
Fantasia.
About Fantasia.
Fantasia did this whole Tina Turner, tribute. Your boy Harvey didn't like it. I didn't like it. She did the best she could. And let me tell you something. She's a performer. I listen. I love the young lady. No question about it. who doesn't love Fantasia? I'm not saying that. But she tried, she did her Tina, she did one of Tina's songs, and it was okay. I didn't, it's just like, it's hard to, Tina Turner, like she's an icon, and it was a lot. Now, Taylor Swift, they were all shocked. They were all shocked when that young lady won Song of the Year or Album of the Year. A weird little nerdy white chick. I don't even know who this chick was. She came with the big pants on and the jeans. She looked like she was going to the store. Everybody else was dressed up. But shout out to this woman who won.
Wait, now, you mean Album of the Year?
I think it was Song of the Year. I don't know. I fell asleep with who won the Album of the Year?
Taylor
Swift.
You
just said it. No, it was I think it was a Song of the Year.
Okay.
Now, to my beloved Jay-Z, is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. Even though he's rich as hell, you can still hear the Brooklyn in him. I was concerned for my beloved because it seemed like he wasn't articulating himself well. It seemed like his thoughts were all over the place. And he said on stage, when I get nervous, I get honest. Now, they panned the camera over to his beloved wife, and it looked like she was watching a horror flick because Jay-Z was about to go in on the whole academy.
Right.
And I applaud my friend from Brooklyn. I applaud Brooklyn and the way he defended his wife. The only problem I had with Jay-Z, even though he said, what he said about his wife, about she's #1 album of the year and had the most Grammys, like you just said. My problem with Jay-Z with that, it was he forgot to acknowledge his wife. He brought his daughter on stage. The young lady looks absolutely beautiful. God bless his family.
Yeah.
But usually when you get on stage, you want to, he thanked Dr. Dre, you go through, black folks, give it up for Jesus. A lot of Jesus, a lot of God, family, friends, and blah, blah, blah. Jay-Z, he didn't even say like, yo, God, let's give it up for my wife. I love my wife. I think he forgot because he was so nervous, but it's still no excuse to my beloved, my billionaire beloved. Jay-Z, is he one of the greatest rappers of all time? I say, yes, he is. He made a lot of albums. I get it. Did he jack some beats from other popular songs and he put a verse on tracks? He's done that plenty of times. I just thought that it was a serious oversight that he didn't acknowledge his wife and then went on with his rant. Because there was some moments in his speech that he stopped, he got stuck, and it was, he said, a particular group boycotted the Oscars, the Grammys, and then they went to the hotel room and watched it. I thought that was funny, had some funny lines. Was it the most controversial speech of the night? Yes, it was. And then, Cindy, I fell asleep. Mm-hmm. They had this woman, 80 years old. I forgot her name. Like, it was one of those tribute folks. Mm-hmm. Still alive. I can't remember her name. She's 80 years old, Cindy. This is where I fell. This is where I bailed out. The woman had like 4 strokes, 5 heart attacks, died 3 times, drug overdose. Like, this woman had a rough life.
Yeah.
And she got up there and sung. She sounded like a man. It seemed like they just wheeled her out there. And I actually felt bad for this woman. And she got up there and sung, and it was horrible, and I bailed out. But Marley, what's the name? Marley Cyrus? How do you pronounce her name?
Definitely Miley.
Miley.
She sung the song Flowers. Yeah.
Miley
Cyrus.
Song Flowers. That bitch, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that bitch.
I do like that song. Miley can sing.
She crushed that room last night. And then, Cindy, when she finished, you know what she did?
What?
Cindy, you got to watch the performance on YouTube. She drops the mic. You hear the mic bang on the floor, and she walks her little white ass right off the stage. Shout out to Miley Cyrus.
Okay, Miley. Go ahead, girl.
You got a new You got a new fan in Harvey.
Okay,
I'm going to
Shawn.
follow you on Instagram, young lady. And I'm going to listen to your song Flowers 14 times today.
You haven't heard that song? That song was so
Yeah,
popular.
yeah, I heard the song. I heard it in, online. I've heard the song when she sung it. I immediately recognized the song. But this woman has a dramatic impact on your boy Harvey this morning. Wow. She could sing with the best of them. Fantasia, step to the side. Marley, this bitch can sing.
It's Miley, okay.
Miley, yo, Miley, it's your boy, yo, Miley.
Oh my God. And she wrote that song after a breakup. It's about her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-fiance or her ex-husband, something like that. So that song means a lot to her. So shout out to her that she was able to kill it like that. She does have a dab of appropriation where her music, it was like, oh, let me go black real quick, make a little bit of money and then get out of here. But, whatever.
Yeah, but most of them do that. Most of them do that. The comedians do the same thing. White comedians come into the urban circuit and then they leave and blow up and never come back on the mainstream. I'm not even mad at her for that. But I tell you this.
She's a culture vulture, but we rock with Miley.
Right. Miley, I'm rocking with you. Okay? Yeah. You crushed it last night. Okay, and then there was another young lady that kept coming on stage. I can't remember her name. It was a young Black woman. She won an award and she performed twice. I thought she was very nice. I heard that song as well. But Miley Cyrus.
And actually, people had drama to say about Taylor Swift. They said when she came up to win Album of the Year award, she basically they said she dissed Celine Dion because Celine Dion is the one who gave out the award. And when she came on stage, she just kind of took it from her, didn't give her a hug or say thank you to Celine or anything like that. So people are on Taylor Swift's ass this morning regarding that. But they did post a picture, I think later on in the evening backstage where she's seen hugging Celine Dion. And it looks very endearing. So I think, maybe people were just taking too much of that moment. I think they know each other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but people just felt like she should have given, Celine Dion a little bit more acknowledgement, considering Celine Dion has that disease. I believe it's terminal stiff person syndrome disease. I guess where her whole body gets tight and it's very painful, but she looked very good last night. Celine Dion. So, a lot of people took offense to that, but they posted a picture at the end of the night, with her hugging her. So I guess that was to squash all that.
Hold on. Danielle Williams, I'm in the chat room briefly for a minute. Danielle says, I'm acting like the old uncle at the reunion. Whatever, Danielle.
Yeah, Shawn.
I'm living my best unk life. Okay, young lady. I'm in Unkville right now. And none of you are going to deny me my pleasures. And if I sound like somebody's old uncle at the reunion, then thank you for the compliment, because I'm in Unk world, honey. And I'm enjoying it and I'm embracing it. Right now, I have a strong desire to play a game of bid whist. Go ahead, Cindy, move on.
Also, in Grammy news, rapper Killer Mike, there was all this commotion about somebody getting arrested at the Grammys. Come to find out, it was rapper Killer Mike, and he was detained by police after collecting 3 trophies. In a video, you can see Mike being handcuffed and escorted out by LAPD of the crypto arena after some joyous moments for him at the Grammys on Sunday. A police spokesperson didn't offer a name or additional details, but confirmed a Black male was detained. A representative for Mike did not immediately respond. He had won for Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best Rap Album. He said the only thing that limits your age is not being truthful about your age or what you're doing. He said at 20 years old, I thought it was cool to be a drug dealer. At 40, I started to live with the regrets and the things I've done. At 45, I started to rap about it. At 48, I stand here as a man full of empathy and sympathy for the things I've done. Let me see. When he collected his third award, the Atlanta-based rapper shouted out, "Sweep Atlanta, it's a sweep for all the people out there that think you get too old to rap." He said he doesn't care if you're 78 rapping about how many girls you got in the nursing home. Make sure we keep hip hop alive. So it doesn't say what he was arrested for. People are saying it's, regarding a misdemeanor. So I guess we'll see. Other people were upset that he got arrested, saying Will Smith got to slap somebody and he didn't get arrested. So why are they arresting Killer Mike? I don't know. I don't really know who Killer Mike is. I know he's like some type of rapper, but I'm not familiar with his music. So I guess shout out to him. He was arrested.
It's weird. Right. Killer Mike is that guy that's always around. I think he's the advocate. I don't know. Is he like a community
Didn't he start like some initiative, like he was being an activist or something?
Right. Did he go to the Ben Crump School of Activism? Like, did he, like, you know what I'm saying? Did he get a Martin Luther King scholarship
I don't know.
I
don't know what he did. But
who is this guy? Well, one thing's for certain, he don't look like no killer. But there's a lot of people who are killers that don't look like killers. So I'm not mad at him. A Killer Mike, yeah. Why are you going to arrest this dude what did he do, sir? What did he do? Did he knock a bitch out? I don't think he did that. Excuse me. I mean, a woman or a man. What did he do? Like, that couldn't wait. Yeah. The man got on his tuxedo with his patent leather shoes and his cummerbund and his cell phone and a little bow tie, and you're going to come to the building and you're going to arrest this guy.
I don't know.
How does that make you look, LAPD? This was in Los Angeles, right?
Right.
How does that make you look? You got people out in these streets in real time while that award ceremony was going on, robbing people, killing people. And you're going to go to a award show to pick this guy up. And even if that's the case and you wanted to arrest him, why you just couldn't wait till he leave the building? Why like soon as he got his award, and what did he win the awards for? Soon as he win his little awards, y'all gonna arrest him.
Right.
And LaShawn Haynes Jones, she's like, don't laugh, Sean. I don't know what she was talking about. I think when she talked about Celine Dion about the stiffness, I'm not gonna joke on that. Even though I'm suffering from a little stiffness myself. So LAPD, you dropped the ball on this one, and then we want to know the information. Why did you arrest this dude? What's the charge? What was so serious that you had to arrest him with his cummerbund on?
Well, it seems like he made bail or was released a little while ago, so it wasn't anything really serious. Probably some type of misdemeanor type thing. They didn't need to take him out for that.
Exactly. And he's not a killer no more. I don't know if he killed anybody, Killer Mike. I don't know, but come on. And back to the Grammys. Yeah, Grammys are like, right. African-American artists, especially the rappers, have protested the Grammys for years because they didn't acknowledge the music. Jay-Z was so right about that. No question about it.
Yeah. But it seems like it was an enjoyable Grammys. I'm going to watch some of the performances when I get off here.
Cindy, watch Miley Cyrus, SennyJ. Miley.
I don't think I'll be watching it with the same vigor and adornment that you did, but I will be.
Cindy, I'm going to watch Miley after the show, SennyJ. I'll watch Miley after the show.
I don't think you should, but okay. Switching over to some front page news. A Virginia man was sentenced after allegedly murdering a co-worker over a stolen lunch. Okay, we're talking about lunch that's like at the office in the white refrigerator in the corner. A former Target employee and Virginia man has been sentenced after murdering his co-worker. A man named Bazan Berhe, 25 years old, received a 100-year sentence with 30 years suspended. His sentence was reportedly announced earlier this week. The outlet reports that Berhe was found guilty of first-degree murder. He allegedly killed his co-worker, Hernan Leyva, who was 58 years old, in the parking lot of their job in April of 2021. On April 14th, I don't know this man's name, became upset after discovering Leyva had stolen his lunch from the employee fridge. This incident had reportedly happened on multiple occasions. A few days later, the 25-year-old purchased a hammer and 2 knives, and he had reportedly decided to kill Leyva and trained for the murder. On April 17th, he arrived at the employee parking lot and waited for his co-worker. When his co-worker showed up, Berhe allegedly attacked him. The 58-year-old was stabbed and bludgeoned to death. And then the guy left the scene. However, a short time later, he reportedly returned to the scene, and he was arrested and pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in October of 2021. He reportedly requested to receive the harshest punishment. I'm sorry. His lawyer said Mr. Leyva's unnecessary and tragic death leaves behind a grieving family. In this case, because of the unique and self-proclaimed danger the defendant continues to pose to the community, today's sentence was a necessary outcome for maintaining public safety. The guy Leyva, he has left behind a partner and 2 sons. He is remembered as an extraordinarily hard worker and prominent figure to his family. Oh, why was he stealing somebody's lunch? But that doesn't want him to be killed.
That is a valid question. You doing this for leftovers, bro? What was lunch? I just want to know what lunch was. I mean, what are you killing? Because I mean, for you guys, Cindy, when you make spaghetti, does it taste better the next day? You know what I mean? Like leftovers.
It does.
If you make spaghetti good and then the next day, that's one of the only leftovers I know that's come to my head that really tastes good the next day, a little spaghetti. And maybe there was some spaghetti in there that my man had from, from the day, a couple of, from the other times that they stole he stole the lunch. And he had his favorite meal and he stole it again. But the bizarre part about this is this man trained to kill this guy. It's premeditated. He was waiting for him to steal the lunch. Now, I haven't had a job like this in years. How does that even work? Like you put your name on the food, right? At the refrigerator? At the job?
I've never had my lunch stolen at the job. So I don't know, because I guess this happens a lot.
Yeah, but Cindy, what's the again? I'm out of touch with this respectively. What's the protocol?
You could put your name on it.
How does that work?
Allegedly, that doesn't help people. I never put my name on it. I just put my bag in there. If you have your Tupperware or whatever, I'm assuming you bring it in a bag or whatever you have, what have you, and you put it in the refrigerator. That's it.
So again, I'm lost.
You've never packed lunch to work? I mean, apparently this wasn't even an office job. They worked at Target. I didn't even know this was going on at Target.
Well, it's an office job at Target. They got probably a break room or lunchroom.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
No, I don't. No, I can't recall having a job where, we had I know I had jobs that had break rooms and stuff like that. But to, take food and leave it in the refrigerator, I can't recall. So, but how does it work? You take your food, right? You put your name on, put it in the refrigerator, right? That's how it's supposed to work? Or you just put your food in the refrigerator and just, whenever it's time for lunch, you just get your lunch. What's the protocol?
Yes, Shawn, that's how it works.
Okay. I don't know.
What do you... I mean, if it didn't need to be refrigerated, I kept my... I had like a lunch bag. So sometimes if I had time, if I remembered to put one of those, like the cooling packs, I'll just put a cooling pack in there. I mean, usually you work for at least 4 or 5 hours and then you get your lunch break. So to be honest, you really don't probably need to put it in the refrigerator. But I mean, if it's there, why not use that or whatever. But I've never had that happen. I've seen people said it happened to them, but it's never happened to me. So I don't know. I think that mostly happens like maybe if you work overnight, but it's like you got to be really ballsy to like eat somebody else's food, because that's, especially if they pack like a good lunch, like they got, a little side salad, their leftovers, like they're really going to be hungry,
Yeah, especially people, right? And people, they live on a budget, and they, you bring lunch because you don't want to go outside and eat food and, spend that $10 to $20 what it is for lunch. So yes, it could be very upsetting and it's a violation. But do you kill a neighbor for it?
And that's actually funny. Go ahead.
That's the problem here in this country. I keep saying it, and around the world. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's out of their mind. It's the levels. It's 0 to 10. It's 1 to 10. But everybody's crazy, and you don't know where that trigger is with people. That's why you mind your business and you leave people alone. And this dude sounds like he was a bully. The bully got the payback. He was stealing this dude food on purpose, and that dude came back and got him. Well, now you got to do 70 years in jail and you're done.
Yeah, I don't know he has 100 years, but it says 30 years. No, he got 100 years in jail, but it says 30 years suspended.
So I thought, doesn't that mean 70s? Well, what does that mean?
I don't know what 30 years suspended means. I guess that means he has 30 years. Like if he doesn't do nothing for 30 years, then he's good. I have to look that up. But also it brought up a question people were talking about online. If, let's say somebody said, hey, could you send me some money for lunch? Like, they don't have no money or whatever. What do you think is acceptable to send somebody money for lunch?
If someone hit me up and said they need lunch money?
Yeah.
First, I'm going to look at the phone and go,
what if it was your wife, your partner? What if she said she needed money for lunch? Her card's not working, whatever. She lost her wallet. Can you send me some money for lunch? How much are you sending?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, well, I always send...
What is acceptable lunch money to send?
Whenever my wife's been in those type of positions before, I always send $100 because I send 100 because, lunch... No, I do. Seriously, I'm not making it. I send 100 because if it's lunch, maybe she needs some gas, and the extra money is just to take the pressure off of what's going on during the day.
Okay.
So if she doesn't have any money, that's happened to her before. This happened. She doesn't have any money. Something's happened. Here go 100. Because I figure if I send 100, lunch 10, 15, whatever. That gas, whatever, right? And the other 50 or 40 is just pocket money to bring the stress down.
Right. That makes sense. Well, most people aren't saying 100, but that's great. That's good. That's good to know. Tanya, write that down, girl.
It's $100. It happened recently. Some bullshit happened. And my wife was in distress. And I said, here go 100. See you later on tonight. You're going to be good. That's it.
Well, let us know in the comments. I see some people put 15. I feel like $40.
$15? Stop. Hold on. Stop. I'm a grown up. Don't send $15, bro. Tell them you broke. You don't send nobody 15 cash.
I would say $50. $40 to $50 is reasonable. If you really just said, look, I just need some lunch to hold me over. I'm sending you $50 because what if you want to go out to lunch? You're talking about tipping somebody, maybe getting a little drink. On my lunch break, I'm getting a drink, okay? I'm getting a drink regardless, okay? I will skimp on the food to get a drink. I will eat a little BS salad. Give me that salad for $6.99, and I'm gonna get 2 Long Islands. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. People out here talking about $15, $20. Who else?
What they say?
$30.
Everybody in the chat room. It's gotta be if there's a course, and I'm not in the chat room right now, City. Before you give out these numbers, I would say the bare minimum amount to give to your loved ones or some, and it's the categories of the people that you're dealing with. Now, if it's a wife's loved ones, like I said, for me, it's $1.
Right.
But if SennyJ hit me up, I'm gonna hit her with at least $30. At least $30 to $40. You can't. If somebody needs lunch, it's $30 to $40. That's the bit. If you can't send the $30, $40, don't just say you ain't got it. Because you send somebody $15. What is
what
that?
are they eating? What do you want them to eat to nourish their body? What if they work in a 2 to 10 shift? You gonna send them $15?
Like lunch special, like you go to Burger King, that number one is $16.75. Now you digging through the cup holder for the coffee stain quarters, and you look underneath the seat for those 4 cents. No, don't do that to the person. That's not fair.
Right. So if somebody needs lunch money, you gotta come out your pocket at least $40. That's it.
Cindy, Lee Scott, my beloved nephew, want to know what the question is.
Lee, the question is what is acceptable to send somebody for lunch money? If April was caught out there, she didn't have no lunch money. Well, you're lucky she works from home. She could just go to the kitchen. But if she was out in the street and she needed some lunch money, how much are you sending her for lunch money? So you guys let us know in the comments. Shannon, you send $15 to your 14-year-old every day? See, your kids is getting you, girl. My kids, they better eat that school lunch. They'll get $10 for the week if they want to get something extra or whatever. So, okay, that's good. You guys let me know in the comments what you're sending your loved one for lunch, because apparently they're out here killing people. They're out here killing people for their lunches, which is so sad. So yeah, I guess the guy got 70 years. I don't know what the 30 years suspended is about. I will look into that for you guys. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, the San Antonio Zoo. You guys know that Valentine's Day is coming up, and I think this is when I'll be keeping update on all the zoos and all the other places that are doing little things for Valentine's Day with the animals. But a San Antonio Zoo is offering people to name a cockroach after their ex, and they can feed it to an animal. According to recent reports, they've come up with a creative way that is both therapeutic and environmental. Naming a cockroach after your ex and then being able to feed it to an animal. It's called the Cry Me a Cockroach fundraiser. The San Antonio Zoo in Texas allows you to symbolically name a cockroach after your ex and watch as it gets devoured by various zoo animals. The Cry Me a Cockroach event has been an annual tradition at the facility that seemingly combines humor, pettiness, and people's love for animals. To participate in the fundraiser, the zoo has instructed future attendees to fill out an online form before Valentine's Day, mentioning your ex's name and choice of sacrificial offering. The options are a cockroach, a rat, or a vegetable. The prices vary. Cockroaches reportedly cost $10, rats $25, and a vegetable is $5. For an extra $15, the San Antonio Zoo offers another unique souvenir. You can get a poop-scented candle. This unusual item supposedly captures the distinctive odor of Timothy, who is the zoo's resident hippo, and his signature scent of hippo poop. That's the scent of the candle. It's a reminder of your participation in the event and a great conversation starter. They said be part of the global sensation and exterminate your past and support a notable cause with the Cry Me a Cockroach fundraiser. Naming a cockroach after your ex might seem a bit harsh, but let's not forget it's a good cause. The money raised from the event goes directly towards helping the San Antonio Zoo and its effort in supporting wildlife, not just in Texas, but globally. So do you want to put your cockroach, you want to put your ex's name on a cockroach, Shawn?
Yeah. Before I say, I'm going to answer that in a minute, but I want to see. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, feature Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, only place on earth where you get your morning start, right? I want to see the hearts in the chat room right now. I want to see the hearts on this Motivational Monday. Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? For what? For what? Where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, where the hearts at in the chat room? Hey, turn down for what? Now,
I can't with you in that.
Cindy talk about sacrificial offering. That's what's going to happen when you put your ex mate on a cockroach, because unfortunately on Valentine's Day, there's going to be a few folks out here that in disgruntled relationships that's going to get clipped. Fellas and ladies and gentlemen out there in the world, watch yourself on Valentine's Day. Somebody might get hurt. And I'm keeping it real. So now you think it's funny to name, take your ex and name a cockroach after your ex. You think that's funny. But did you listen to the story before that Cindy talked about the guy that killed the dude for lunch? People will kill for. People are mental in these streets. San Antonio, Texas, and the San Antonio Zoo. This is a dumb, ridiculous idea that could possibly be fatal to an
Nobody
individual.
has to know, Shawn. It's between you, the zoo, and the cockroach. You can just sit at home and watch.
I don't know. Nope, I don't trust it because of social media. Because somebody gonna put the cockroach, take a picture of the cockroach, say this is my ex and this is his new name, and they're gonna see it, and then the ex gonna go back to the person, and it might be a problem. Now, my next issue: cockroaches for $10. You can get those free in the Bronx, bro. Cockroaches for $10. Or
the rats are 25.
The rats are 20. That might be a new movement. People in my beloved New York City, where I'm from, you might need to harvest some rats, some roaches, take them to some other part of the country in the world or the world and sell them. Because in San Antonio, talk about $10 a cockroach. You can get a family of cockroaches for free in New York City.
They're offering a service, okay? They're letting you watch an animal eat it.
This is a terrible idea. I don't like it. The world is so unstable, and everybody in this world, including myself and SennyJ and everybody that's listening in this chat room, are mentally unstable to a certain degree. Because if you're listening to this show in the morning, you're out of your mind right there. You're out of your mind. You listen to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team. There is something wrong with you mentally. And I'm not mad at you. Now, where on that scale of your mental capacity, you only know that. I'm just saying that everybody's crazy. So when you come up with these little gimmicks and a Valentine's and name a cockroach after your ex, and to the original question, SennyJ, no, I'm not gonna name a cockroach after an ex. I'm not gonna do that. It sounds stupid to me. But y'all be careful out there for Halloween. For Valentine's Day. It's a lot of broken hearts out there, a lot of revenge, a lot of hate, a lot of folks. Ladies, be careful, man. I know we give the chocolates and the flowers for holidays, but then one of y'all gonna get your head chopped off.
Yes, it's February 5th. Okay, you men have about 10 days, 9 days to get it together. Let this be your reminder. If there's a special lady in your life, one that you've been playing around with for a little while, she don't even have to be your girl. Make sure you get her some candies and chocolates. Thank you. And flowers.
And ladies, protect your neck. Okay? Don't do nothing crazy and blast your man or ex on social media. It's not going to be a good look. Just leave it alone. You don't know what the mental capacity is of these men out here in these streets. Leave that alone. Don't, and if you got a crazy boyfriend or baby father, don't post the new dude on social media for a minute. Just give it some time. Because these neighbors out here are crazy. That's all I'm saying.
If he doesn't get you anything for Valentine's Day, block him. Period.
Yeah, fellas, do something for Valentine's Day at least. Cindy's right. Candy, chocolate, whatever.
You have enough warnings. Like, the reason things be, running low and everything right before the day, like, don't do that. Why? You can order something today and make sure it's there by Valentine's Day. You're getting a head start.
Right, you could get the chocolates today.
Get them today.
But where you gonna put the chocolates? Where you gonna put the chocolates so your beloved don't see the chocolates?
Put them in a closet somewhere.
Put them in a closet.
Anything.
What if some of the chocolate has to be?
Put in an order. Put in an order today for it to be delivered on that day. Put a little planning. Do something nice. I'm sick of it. And ladies don't have to do anything.
No, ladies do have to do something.
No, they don't. It's a day for the ladies. Ladies' Day. If you're a man and you want something on Valentine's Day, there's another name for you. Well, that's my last word.
Well, like my man, comedian Cool Herm, who's hilarious. He always says he got a funny Valentine's Day joke, and he's like candies and going out to dinner and spending all his money, and the only thing he's getting is the same vagina.
Yes, and you're gonna love it.
So, fellas like me and all of us who have the same vagina, let's give us a round of applause. Hold on.
And men need to stop saying that, okay? Because women, more than likely, are getting the same penis too. Okay,
let's clap. Don't act
like it's such a gift for them with your same 2 pumps and a swirl. Okay, so
well, check this out.
Y'all both getting the same thing, and more than likely, the man has stepped out anyways. So she's really then getting the same thing.
Okay, so then
y'all have no problem slinging it to everybody. So please,
she'll
be fine with her community peen that she has to get every year too.
You feel better that you're saying all that? What I'll say then is...
Yep, I do.
Well, then I'll say this.
Somebody needed to say it. Y'all act like it's a gift to women.
Okay, so then let's give a round of applause for women getting the same penis.
Yeah.
So we could go both ways with that. I didn't look.
Whatever, Shawn.
Just, everybody got to do something different on Valentine's Day. All right, Cindy, check this out.
Look at Foster Nicholson. He says, stop with the candy and chocolate and get some life insurance. Are you selling it, sir?
Oh, that's my man Foster.
Like he wants somebody to contact him for a policy.
That's my man, comedian Foster. Yeah, good to see you, brother. Freaking hilarious. That's my guy. Might have you call in, man. We appreciate you. Good to see you, brother. I hope you and your family's okay. All right, Cindy. That's it. Put a number one chat room if you enjoyed the show. You got one more? You good? Or we good, Cindy?
Yeah, I'll save it for Thursday.
No doubt. Okay, listen, put the number one in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team, totally 100% committed to the movement. One of the top ranked podcasts out here on these streets, and we appreciate you. Shout out to Dara Jackson. Good to see you, Dara, and it's all good. And like we said in the beginning of the show, special shout out to our beloved Kathy Garrison for the event that she the comedy show that she put on over the weekend. So that's a good look. So we applaud her. SennyJ, I yield my time. Go ahead, young lady.
You guys just have a good day and go shopping for Valentine's Day today. Don't be caught out there looking foolish.
And let me just throw it. Good. Let me throw in one more word. If one of your loved ones needs lunch money, please don't send $15.
Yes, that's pitiful. 40 plus. That's it.
That's the benchmark, guys. 40 plus.
Thank you.
Don't, if you're sending somebody $15, go jump on what they say back in the day, go jump in a lake. It's not going to work. All right, Cindy, let's wait. We're out of here. We'll see you guys in a few days. We'll be in the group room posting. We're going to start a whole social media promotion for the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Feature Waco team. But we appreciate you. We stay 100% committed. You guys have a great day. Thanks for rocking with us. I know we started 15 minutes earlier today, but God bless you guys. And we are out of here. Cindy, let's come on. Let's wait.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Later.
Have a good day. Go and be great.
No doubt.